Hello, citizens of YouTube land. It's your president and your VP, and we're back for the penultimate episode of the month of Halloween horror. This time it's The Omen, which premiered.
Which one do we go with? June 6, 1976 or June 25th, 1976?
June 6, 1976.
Does it make it more evil?
It does.
Yeah, that's the UK release. Anyways, The Omen.
And it was produced for a budget of...
It was produced for a budget of $2.8 million and a box office of $60.9 million in the United States and Canada release. We don't know the worldwide release, honestly.
And it currently has an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. For those of you who care about this sort of thing, which we generally don't.
And it was directed by Richard Donner, written by David Seltzer. It stars the one, the only Gregory Peck.
Yes. And also, yeah.
Oh, wait, who plays Damien real quick? Oh, no.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
You're good. Give us just a second, guys.
Oh, that's that. I forgot the zero. Okay. Oh, hold up. It's Harvey Spencer Stevens is Damien
in his film debut.
Yeah, and this was the film that launched Harvey Spencer Stevens into worldwide success.
And guys, right off the bat, let me just say that all Harvey really had to do was just act like a little kid.
Yeah. He just had to act like a 6 or 7 or a 6 or 8-year-old kid, you know, like.
So this movie, of course, is about the foretelling of the Antichrist, whose name in this movie is Damien Thorn.
Which, by the way, I have to say, Gregory Peck went from fighting racists, check out the To Kill a Mockingbird review,
yep,
to fighting psychopaths, check out Cape Fear review.
Yep.
And now he's fighting the literal mother of all evil, tormenting the world for 3.5 years, the Antichrist.
Yep. So the movie begins with Robert and his wife. They're at a hospital and they're adopting a baby.
Because apparently their other child was a stillborn, which is actually a lie, but we'll get to that later on.
Yeah. As it turns out, so they bring the child home, and there's this beautiful montage, guys, of little Damien growing up. He's learning to ride his tricycle. They're going on fishing expeditions. They're boating. Yeah. They're having a good time.
And also, Robert Thorne becomes the ambassador of Great Britain for the United States.
Yeah, he's in Rome at first. And then they move to London because he becomes the ambassador there. So it's now Damien's 5th birthday party. This is very important. The movie kind of speeds along.
Oh, he's
at
5?
The beginning. Yeah, he's 5 or 6. I can't remember which.
I think he's supposed to be 6 because that makes it more of an evil number.
Yeah. It's probably his 6th birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing. Damien was born on the 6th. At 6 a.m.
Yeah, he was born in the 6th month on the 6th day at 6 a.m. in 1976.
Or 1966. But we might get into that in a different film. That's covered more in The Omen 2, which we'll eventually do, just not right now.
Yeah.
So having said that, guys, yeah, we're at the birthday party.
He's having a birthday party. You know, he's having the time of his life. He's
on the carousel. He's running around. He's having a good time. He's going down the slide.
Yeah.
But
this woman...
something's amiss.
This woman, she sees this dog, okay? It's a Rottweiler. I think it's what's supposed to be a hellhound, which is... if you know your Christian lore a lot, then you know a hellhound is a dog creature that can take the form of a dog, or it can take the form of a two-headed dog with like 6 legs and stuff. And it's very freaky stuff, honestly.
So
She sees this dog, and this dog apparently tells her to do something. So the very next shot we see this woman. She's on the roof with the
it's
noose
the
around her
infamous
neck.
clip, guys.
It's the infamous clip. We're gonna play it right here.
We can't show all of
Unfortunately,
it.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
we'll have to blur some of it when she does the deed. But she says the famous line, it's all for you, Damien. It's all for you. Steps off the ledge. You can guess what happens next.
Yep. And as a result of this, here come the paparazzi. Gotta have the pictures. Gotta have the publicity. People are, there's this one paparazzi guy who's really, really interested and takes a lot of pictures because this is very important, see?
Yeah.
So there's a priest there, and he's supposed to kind of bless the house and whatnot, but he's driven away because of the influence there. And then we start to see the signs of his manifestation of his power.
Yeah. This priest, he also, spinning along here, skipping over some points here. This priest, he's discovered that Damien may be, in fact, the actual Antichrist.
Yeah.
As his mother was, in fact, a jackal. Which I don't agree with that statement. I think his mother was actually Rosemary, and that Damien is the illegitimate son of Rosemary.
Yeah.
As you never see Damien's face at the end of Rosemary's Baby, and you never see Damien's mother at the beginning of The Omen.
Well, guys.
But anyways,
the mother takes Damien to the zoo. And they see the giraffes.
And the giraffes
just skedaddle away.
The giraffes are like, nope, time to get the F out of here.
So then they're at the baboon exhibit. And the baboons start freaking out. And they attack the car. And it traumatizes the wife and Damien. And this is the beginning of the wife's skepticism that, yes, in fact, Damien could be the Antichrist.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's important to establish that there's a mysterious nanny that shows up. And
after the other one kind of, steps off the ledge.
Yeah. And she basically is, an ambassador from hell, more or less.
She's an apostle from hell.
An apostate is what they call it.
Apostate.
So she's basically like a servant who's been sent to watch over Damien along with the devil dogs, a.k.a. the hound dogs.
The hellhounds.
The hellhounds. And so she, and by the way, they bring one of the Rottweilers into the house, and Robert is not pleased about it. He's like, get that dog out of here.
Yeah. And, he's doing his thing.
And she says, but Damien's made him my little friend. And he's like, I don't care. Get him out of here.
Yeah. So basically, the priest, he's like, hey, if you don't meet me by the park, your wife's gonna die soon. By the way, he does meet him, and then all of a sudden, some biblical crap starts happening.
The wind
starts blowing, and there's like this lightning that strikes out of nowhere. The father, he runs to the church. He's trying to get into the church. But then all of a sudden, a freak accident happens. Lightning strikes the tip of the chapel, I think it is.
Like the church steeple.
The steeple, yeah. It strikes the tip of the church steeple. This dude doesn't have the common knowledge to, move out of the way. He's like, no! And they wham!
So
he kind of deserves it.
So the paparazzi dude, after seeing these things that are happening, he's looking at his photos, and he's noticing that there's like lines and stuff going through certain victims that have already experienced things. And he starts to bring this attention to Robert. But in the meantime, the wife, is trying to fix like a chandelier or something, like
It's
trying to change a light bulb.
It's actually a plant. She's about to take down a plant to water it. Damien, he's in the other room.
He's in the other room.
He's like circling around in his little tricycle thing, being all like creepy kid stuff.
Which? If the nanny had not opened the door, then the following incident would not have happened.
And then you see Damien riding down his tricycle, all like Danny Torrance style,
And he barrels down.
He's like,
and he's just like, he knocks his mom down, and she's hanging by the staircase, the banister. And Damien peeks his head through, and he's just like smiling.
He's being Damien, typical Damien stuff.
And she's on, Damien, help me up. Nope.
And then Damien, and then the mother falls and she miscarries.
Yep.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that she was pregnant, but then she then miscarries because of Damien.
And that was prophesied that Damien would not allow the child to live.
Yep.
So it's all kind of boiled down. She's in the hospital. Robert is he finds evidence that turns out, guys, if you ever need to kill the Antichrist, it's actually super easy, barely an inconvenience.
All you have to do is go to an Israeli archaeological dig site,
find a
priest who happens to know where a set of knives are, in which you have to stab a certain part of the Antichrist, and
he'll just give you the knives.
Yeah. And you know what? Also, Robert dies in a very brutal fashion. Not Robert, but the paparazzi dude dies in a very brutal fashion.
Which was prophesied via his
photos.
Photos.
Which a truck rolls down the hill, and then it slams into a wall.
Paparazzi, well, he lost his head over the situation.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
So Robert realizes that he's got to do the deed after all. This is, by the way, after he'd had a freak out, like, no, I won't kill him. I can't kill a child. I won't do that. And that's what it led to, well, as I just said.
Which, listen, Gregory Peck is awesome in this role, but this is a little, melodramatic, even for Gregory Peck.
So, he grabs Damien, and he kills the nanny which, by the way, if you ever need to kill a apostate from hell, that's also super easy, barely an inconvenience. All you have to do is
just stab her with 2 forks in the neck.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, by the way, the mother dies. We forgot to mention that as well. The nanny kind of chucks her through a window, and she falls through an ambulance.
Yeah. and it's because of all this that he decides he's got to take Damien to a church, and the police, which, by the way, guys, this part's a little unrealistic too, because Robert was a diplomat to Great Britain, which means that he would have had diplomatic immunity, which also means that British police could not have really pursued him. It would have had to have been an American embassy police that went after him.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. So he's brought the child to the church. Boom. Police bust in. You see a freeze frame of a bullet. He meets his end.
Yeah.
They're at the funeral now. It's a post-credit scene, basically. They're at the funeral.
No, it's a denouement.
Yeah, well, they're at the funeral. And turns out the President of the United States
has taken Damien in.
Robert's brother, that's why.
Yeah.
And the last shot is Damien turning around to the camera. Shown here, because we can do that one too.
Oh, yeah, shown here.
Turns around to the camera and just smiles.
Yep.
Implicating that there's more to come.
He smiles. He smiles. He smiles like a smug SOB, guys.
Hee, I got away with it all, y'all.
I if I play that clip, I'm gonna see if I can't edit sunglasses in and do that whole Snoop Dogg song.
You like the CJ meme?
Yeah, like you know
Yeah, or like intersperse it with the San Andreas theme. A lot of
Yeah.
people have done that, but yeah, I get where he's coming from because it would be a boss. It's a boss level move to do. So guys,
It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg.
yeah, the Omen. What can you say about it? It's one of the best. It's right up there. It's not as good as The Exorcist, which, by the way, is the next
You
one. That's coming
spoiled
out.
it. It's right there, right there.
Yeah, it's not as good as our finale that we're going to be doing, but it's probably a lot better than just about all the rest of them that we've done.
Including Rosemary's Baby?
I would say that it is better than Rosemary's Baby.
We gave that a 5 out of 5. You say it's better than Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness?
Okay, guys,
Listen.
a little history lesson though, okay? First of all, without Rosemary's Baby, we would have never gotten The Exorcist, The Omen, The Amityville, all of that. So there's that. That set the precedent, and the Rosemary's Baby is right up there too. The Omen is influential in a myriad of ways. Jerry Goldsmith, who scored the movie, which really drives everything.
Oh my gosh. Can we talk about the soundtrack real quick to this
Jerry
movie?
Goldsmith won his only Oscar because of this film.
This movie has an awesome combining of a Latin choir. It has a combination of a Latin choir, freaking orchestra doing everything, they're singing in Latin, they're singing in English,
and I don't know,
gives us this big grand epic feel.
Don't know if it was coincidence or not, but you can detect elements of the Psycho theme in the score too. So
I mean, it wouldn't be like that because even Amityville had elements of the Psycho theme in its theme.
Yeah, I think maybe because it's a common sampling. I'm not sure.
I think because the Psycho follows such a similar chord structure that choo 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 that a lot of people just recognize it, can easily detect it.
It's possible, but yeah, I would definitely give The Omen 5 out of 5. What say you?
I give it 5 out of 5 plus a Venom energy out of 5.
But of course, as always, if you have seen The Omen 1976 and you believe that it is the worst supernatural film of all time,
starring the Antichrist,
then clearly you have not seen its remake.
Oh yeah. I was just going to use a Left Behind joke there, but you're right. You haven't seen the remake of The Omen.
But hey, just remember, we're just
two idiots with a digital camera. Our opinions do not matter, except they actually do, because we have a YouTube show, except they actually don't.
So, having said all that, guys, stay tuned, where yes, indeed, the finale is coming up next time. And with that, after that, it's the Last Man on Earth trilogy
By
remakes.
The way, there's your hint right there, if you can see where I'm pointing at. Right there. If you don't know, he kind of already gave it away what the finale is, but...
Yep. But after that, it's the Last Man on Earth remake trilogy, and then we segue into, I believe it's...
Back to the Future, then it's 12 Days of
and
Christmas.
then it's the 12 Days of Christmas after that.
And
that's the rest of the year, guys. So
12 Days of Christmas, guys, that's going to be 12 movies in 12 days.
Now, if you'd like, guys, leave your comments in the comments section. And if you guys want us to cover the rest of the Omen movies and the rest of the movie that we're going to be doing today, a little bit later, then drop a comment in the comments section. And hey, guys, I know it's been a while since we've done this, but also, if you want to become a citizen of YouTube land, all you have to do is just hit that subscription button. That's it. It's free. It's easy.
Yeah, it's free. You don't like us, you can unsubscribe, but I suggest you don't because we're pretty likable anyways, but...
We think so anyway. Maybe we're a little egotistical, but...
We're joking. We're joking, of
Yeah.
course, always. But with that being said,
There's only one thing left to say, and that is
peace and love from Denny and Son. Bye.